Heading into the 2013 deer season, we knew it was going to be an uphill challenge. 2012 we had a big EHD outbreak on a lot of the farms that I hunt on, so 2013 rolled around. We had our suspicions that the deer numbers were going to be down, and then as we go through setting out the trail cams and doing the deer stands and scouting and stuff, it was pretty obvious that the deer numbers were in fact way down. No trail cam pictures of anything good. A lot of 1.5-year-old, you get the occasional 2.5-year-old buck on trail cam, and that was about it. So it was going to be tricky. The thing that probably hurt me the most was that I had a lot of standing corn. A lot of the farmers planted corn around a lot of the farms I hunt. So when you've got standing corn all the way up until gun season, and then EHD on top of that, you're unhill for a fight. But we're going to do our best, and that's all we can do. We put forth. Every year is going to be a challenge, and you just see what you can do, make the best out of it.
Folks, we just got set up here. It's morning. This is my absolutely favorite place in the world to be. And there's really nothing here. They've cut all my CRP, but basically I'm a big two intersecting draws that come out of big blocks of woods, narrows down along this creek, makes an awesome pinch point. The only downside to this spot this year is that there's still standing corn, quarter mile over. That's pretty much shut this spot down, but it's rut. I mean, deer cruising. All it takes is one time, so when you got the rut going, you don't worry so much about the other factors. You just get out there and get in it. I'm scanning everything right now. It's early. I think we're gonna have a good day. Gotta hope so. I didn't see any deer moving on the way over here. Usually that tells me that they're bedded down. They'll move a little bit later in the morning, so that's exactly what I want. Sit tight. We're gonna put something to bed here pretty soon. I'd love to get a better look at that buck that come through here earlier. But I got a feeling they've probably done off into the corn, gone. Gotta love this. Good buck across the field coming at us. Got her, folks. Oh my goodness. I'm not the biggest fan of taking those shots, but I mean, they're that close. You figure you're gonna hit a side lung or the spine. Either way, they're done. I couldn't get on follow her when she took off with the camera, but she's just over here. 30 yards. 30 yards. Bedded down. She's done. I'm gonna get set down because I'm hearing a lot of grunting going on. Hopefully we get a good deer come by. Alright, well I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. It is officially cold. Deer kind of slowed down. I ain't seen nothing for a good hour or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and get down, get my doe, and get back to the house and start dressing. I'm might be bringing my brother back out here in the morning. There's a lot of deer today, so we might have to hit it again.
My hat is off to anybody who can go out and self-film, a hunt. It is one of the most challenging aspects to the whole hunter camera guy situation, trying to film. It's definitely something that I don't recommend. I always recommend having a camera guy with you because things can happen really quick and you got to make that decision to either shoot off camera or, let it go. So, when you're trying to film hunts, that's something that can just be a nightmare situation. But on that day, I believe Jack was working and Koontz probably slept in because that's what Koontz does. Koontz sleeps in. So, it was just me that day and we had hunted hard. I was not, all ashamed to shoot that doe, because I mean, I look back at the time we put in this year, you know, setting out the trail cams and scouting, and you know, just day in, day out trying to hunt. And you know, up to that point we were seeing probably, you know, maybe one deer set. I know this year I got skunked, I believe it was 5 times, which is the most I've ever been skunked since I probably started way back in the younger years. The deer were just not there, and it was a grind of a year. So when that doe presented herself, you know, even though I had the bucks and everything running around that day, I wasn't going to discriminate, not self-filming. You know, that doe was as good as dead to me as soon as she'd calmed down. You know, that day I did get lucky, and there were 16 deer I counted. We finally hit a cold snap, and it was, you know, a few days right before rifle season, so I knew it was going to get even more harder. And you know, like I said, I don't discriminate. That doe was dead on the spot as soon as she come in. My mind was made up within a second. All I needed her to do was to kind of relax and calm down, and luckily for me it worked out. You know, it just goes to show that through all the preparation and expectation, stuff like that, at the end of the day, you really got to just take what the good Lord gives you. I mean, some days He might give you that 160 walk by, others days it may be just a doe. So you just take what He gives you and just be thankful you're out there getting to hunt. So thanks a lot.